Bava Metzia DAF Vav. This DAF is sponsored Refuah Shalema for Ilan Ben Mashachana. Highlights of DAF Vav. Following Rav Yochanan's explanation for the oath in the Mishnah, the Gemara brings three proofs that we do not hold Chashid HaMamoina, Chashid HaShvuah. First proof is the Rabbanan instituted a Shvuas Heses for one who denies a claim completely. The second proof is, in the case of Chenveni ben Al Pinkaso, we know that either the storekeeper or the employee wants to extort money from the employer, and still they can swear and collect. The third proof is, one oath taken by a custodian is that the item is not in his possession. Even though we suspect him of stealing, we allow him to swear. Abai, however, explains the reason for the oath in our Mishnah for a different reason, and that is not that we want to prevent people from grabbing the garment for the purposes of stealing it, but to collect a questionable loan. In other words, the person here is miyayesh. He gives up hope of ever getting the loan back from his debtor, so he grabs onto his garment as a way of how to collect his money. And as a result, the grabber will refrain from swearing, even if he comes to court and makes a claim, because if he is mistaken, he can always return the money, but he can't take back the false oath. The law, if one grabbed the garment from the other in front of the judges, at first the victim did not protest and then he did. Is that considered an admission or not? The law depends on how the court views their possession. If they view it as they both own the garment, then the one who seized it would have to return it. However, if they apply the rule, misveika lo mafkinan mamona, meaning it is possible that it belongs to both of them based on their possession, then if one manages to grab it away from the other, he would be allowed to keep it. If the judges ordered them to divide the garment, and then they left the courtroom and entered again with one holding onto it and not the other, it belongs to the one holding onto it. The claim of the other that he rented it is untenable because he did it without witnesses to somebody he did not trust. And therefore, it's an untenable claim on the part of the one who's not holding the garment that he rented it to the other one without witnesses. The second point is it does matter, even if the other is trying to wrest the garment from him, still in all, the chiddush of the Mishnah is that it belongs to the one that is possessing it right now. In other words, we see both of them fighting for it. He's trying to get it back. Still in all, the one that's holding on to it has the rightful claim. If both were holding the garment in court, the law concerning one, if he consecrated it. Rav Hamanuna, he proves it from the law of Safek Bechor that, in fact, he has the ability to consecrate it. If the Yisrael is in possession, the burden of proof is on the Kohen to prove that it is a Bechor. However, even in the Yisrael's possession, he cannot shear it or work it. Rav Hamnuna explains the reason is because if the Kohen was to take possession, the Yisrael would not get it back. The same is true with the garment. Since if one would seize it, he would keep it, he can consecrate it even while the other is in possession. Rab, on the other hand, says that's not true. If one would seize the garment, the court would return half to the other. The case of Bechor is different. Since it is holy from birth, when we're in doubt, the Yisrael cannot shear or work it.